Hello everyone and welcome for the beginning of the show match MarineLord versus Anotand. This is a show match organized by HAGTV. And guys, don't hesitate to go and watch us because we organize tournaments in order to have, well, more tournaments on AOE 4, and this is so cool. I say us because I'm part of this organization, and this is not on this channel that you see the video. You have to go and watch HAG HAG in the chat if you are on Twitch, and if you are on YouTube, you go in the description and you click on HAG and you go and follow us on every socials, because you will see more and more events, and this will be very nice. Thanks for all the supports, of course. And let's go for this show match. The show match is a little bit special. We will have all the new civilizations that comes with the Knights of Cross and Rolls DLC. And yeah, this will be very cool in order to see how the pro players are playing those new civilizations. And we start with Knights Templar Mirror. So there is Knights Templar for MarineLord in the blue color, and in front of him we have Anotand that is playing also the Knights Templar in the color red. And this will be very interesting to see exactly what the players think about those civilizations, what they think is good. And Anotand says, oh, I like the Spearman Rush with this civilization. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna attack my opponent, avoid him from having some gold, and maybe avoid him also to go and take the deers. This will be very cool. So yeah, MarineLord is just like normal stuff, like going H2 as fast as he can. So for the players that don't really know how they do the build orders, I've put the villagers here, so you can see exactly where they put their villagers, how they're going for that. And I can see here that MarineLord is going for a second TC right away. And I'm kind of curious, on this map, the second TC is, I don't know. Maybe it's not a second TC though. Maybe it's not. Because we don't see any villagers on the stone, but he's also gathering a lot of wood and not at all some gold. Maybe he will go directly for some how it's called, for some archers very fast. I don't know exactly what MarineLord is doing, but we can see here that he's not going on the age up right away. He is making more villagers before going on the age up, and this is quite interesting to see that. Because, well, if you age up with this civilization, you directly lose 3 villagers because your age up is on the TC, and when the age up, while the age up is on your TC, well, you can't produce some other villagers. So yeah. Okay, so the second TC build is here. And I'm kind of curious why Anotand is not going directly on the stone to see exactly what his opponent is doing. He has made 2 spearmen and a barracks, and he hasn't found any damage, even 3 spearmen. He just killed some deers, and MarineLord also. Oh, this was interesting. MarineLord killed those deer, so Anotand cannot push them under the TC. And now MarineLord is H2, and Anotand very fast too. This is quite interesting to see that. Quite interesting to see that MarineLord didn't directly go for his age up and just waited a little bit in order to have more villagers. Maybe it's something that can be interesting with this civilization, because I think he talked about that in one of his videos. He was talking about the fact that this is as in Age of Empires 2. In Age of Empires 2, you also age up with your town center, and then you lose villager while you're aging up. And in some situations, you want to have more villagers and do not go on the age up. So this is what he's proposing to us right now. And he also have a pilgrim, and I'm really surprised by that, because he doesn't have any control. Map control. So yeah, this is complicated. The pilgrim cannot really go. Oh, maybe he will reach this sacred site. Yeah, and MarineLord has 100 gold. And yeah, the spearmen, as you can see, 3 spearmen cannot deal with 1 pilgrim, especially because MarineLord goes with the age up of the Hospitalier Knights. And this age up allows you to have 30% more HP on your units. Is it 30? I'm not sure. I think it is 30. So yeah, you have plus 15 health on your villagers, but also on your pilgrims. You have more health on your pilgrims. And with that, it allowed MarineLord to have the pilgrim that goes directly on the sacred site. This is very, very interesting. On the other hand, Anotand went for the French age up with the knights that you can see here. I don't know the name of the knight. This is... I have to switch. This is the Chevalier Confrère. In French, you say Chevalier Confrère. This is very nice. A very nice unit, as you can see here, that destroyed a pilgrim. And this is not as the spearmen. This deals a lot of damage. And MarineLord going for the second TC here, building a barracks in order to counter those chevaliers. Okay, here is the charge, and the villager, thanks to this plus 15 HP, no, he will die. Okay, so as you can see, plus 15 HP or plus 22 is very big, and you can sometimes save villagers or pilgrims thanks to that. So this is quite interesting, I think, to go for this age up if you're going on pilgrims or if you're going on, I don't know, on second TC or something like that. On the other hand, Anotand didn't do the safe passage and he doesn't have any pilgrims. So if you do this technology, every 60 seconds you have 1 pilgrim that will go to a sacred site that you picked. So you can pick the secret site where your pilgrims will go, thanks to this, and you choose. And then if it reaches the sacred site, it will produce you some gold. I'm really looking forward to see what will happen right now, because Anotand is very much into an all-in, and MarineLord is more into an economy build. So yeah, we will see exactly how this is going, and maybe we have a pro scout. I didn't see that. No, we don't have the pro scout. We have a wheelbarrow instead of that. So yeah, I think this will be very, very difficult for Anotand if he doesn't find any damage right now. He killed 3 villagers, so this is quite a lot. And he will find also this pilgrim, so he will kill like 4 villagers right now. This counts as villagers, I think. Oh no, I didn't see that. This is insane. The pilgrim that says, oh no. This is very, very cool. So yeah, it counts as a villager kill. So 4 kills for Anotand, and this is quite a lot, but MarineLord has more villagers right now because he's on second TC. So yeah, I think this is kind of okay for him, but be careful with this massive unit that Anotand has. Here you can see this unit, this specificity is that he gains +1 max health for each nearby heavy cavalry. So this is a heavy cavalry, so it counts like +5 here because you have 6 of them. But it also counts with other units like the Templar Brothers, or also some others cavalry that they can have with the age ups. So here MarineLord, this is very difficult for him in terms of food. This is very, very difficult, and I think this is why the second TC is quite hard on this map, because the map is quite difficult to play with on the second TC because of the food. The food is very far from your base, and so you have to go very, very far. And if you do your second TC, for example, on those deers, then your second TC is too far and is very difficult to protect. But if you do your second TC here and it's safer, it will not be under attack, but you cannot protect any food sources, and then you lack of food as MarineLord here. So you have to do farms, and it is quite hard at the beginning of the game to go directly on farms because it costs a lot of resources. But I have to say something. The farms cost wood, and the wood with the Knights Templar is very insane. As you can see here, the villagers don't have to drop the wood. They directly put it inside the bank. And also, they have a gather rate that is increased by 15% every time you go on age up. So this is basically as if you have a technologies for free. Like wheelbarrow for free. And, no, not wheelbarrow, sorry, double broadaxe, sorry. And on top of that, you also have 20% of what you're gathering in wood that is also on food. So by doing farms, you're quite going with the strength of your civ. I don't mean you have to do farms. I mean this is not as horrible as with other civilizations, like French, for example. Okay, there is an attack here from Anotand. MarineLord manages to defend this, and he will try to take the deers. This is very important for him to have that. And while this is happening, Anotand goes on H3 with the Angevin Empires, and we will see some spearmen, heavy spearmen in this battle. This will be very, very cool. I'm looking forward to see this unit, and this is very difficult to counter this unit because you have to do some crossbows or maybe hand cannoneers, but Knights Templar don't have hand cannoneers, so be very careful, MarineLord. This unit will come very soon in your base. This basically is a man-at-arms that has also the bonus damage on the spearmen. Of the spearmen, so against the cavalry, for example. So it pretty much counters everything except crossbowmen, as I said before. So basically, if you have spearmen and archers, well, this is cool to have this unit. But Anotand goes for the man-at-arms. I don't know why. This costs cheaper than a man-at-arms. I don't know exactly what are the stats of the two units, if this is better to do man-at-arms or heavy spearmen in this situation, but here comes the attack of Anotand on the base of MarineLord. Okay. And MarineLord tries to go for the age up here. He's building a house here, and yeah, go for the berries. Also, he will try to take the boar maybe. This will be very cool in order to go for the age up. A market goes down. It will help him have this food that he needs to go for the age up. And yeah, I feel like the both playstyle is very cool. Like going for the age up very fast, massing units. And he didn't do any upgrades. Like none of the upgrades for the pilgrims was done by Anotand. So this is quite insane. Because he has the control of the map. Why doesn't he go on this? It costs like 300 resources, and every 60 seconds you have a pilgrim that can give you like 100 resources. Very big raid here. Ooh, this is very difficult for MarineLord to defend this situation. Yeah, all these units are veteran. The units of Anotand are very, very strong here, and I feel like MarineLord cannot really defend this push. Maybe he can? I'm not sure. He has to kill all the archers because the archers are destroying his spearmen, and without spearmen the cavalry will destroy his archers also. Yeah, this is over. This is over. Anotand wins the first game. Knights Templar versus Knights Templar. The economy failed to win against the aggression here. The aggression of the Knight Templar, without using anything of this civilizations like the pilgrims or the second TC or all the stuff that feels like strong. Anotand says, no, I want to attack my opponent directly without making anything strong with this civilization, and this was very well done. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG, guys, because this is thanks to this organization that you can see this show match. Everything will be in the description. And yeah, see you in the next game. Bye.